Hola, ¿qué tal? Voy a hablar de Pokémon Home. Nah, let's do this one in English. I promise that one day we'll probably do one in Spanish, but that day's probably not today. I am still working hard on that Spanish, and I really hope that one day I can speak like a native. And once I do that, I want to learn other languages. Really excited, just had to do that. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so this video was supposed to come out yesterday, and I'm a little bit late. I did not time things properly. For these videos, I've been making them the same day I want them to release, and that's no bueno. So what I want to try to do this upcoming year is actually plan some videos out, schedule them out. I think someone in the comments had suggested me do a surprise lock, and so I think I might look into that. Not sure what all that entails, but it's something that I wouldn't mind trying. I love Pokemon, I love playing the game, it'll give me something to do, and I think I would really enjoy that. Now let's get into the real meat of the video. Today I want to show you how to complete your Pokedex in less than 2 minutes. Now, I will come outright here and be honest. This process is something that is done through Pokemon Home. It may require you to have PK Hex. It may require you to have a friend who has PK Hex, or you could just become a patron of the server. But before you leave, and you're like, oh, he just wants us to pay for his stuff. Before you leave, the account that I'm showing today, I'm actually going to give away, and it's got 1 year free of Home Premium on it. It's going to have all of the shiny Pokemon from the Blueberry Dex and all of the non-shiny Pokemon from the Blueberry Dex. I may put a Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl Dex on here. I may put some others on it. I might not. I can't promise. Home only lets us work with 7 box spaces. So I'm going to make the giveaway as good as possible, but we're gonna do some cool stuff in the video, so do stick around and you'll enjoy seeing how fast this process really is. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, over here in the game, you've just started and you're like, wow, I have 0 Pokemon. Zero. Let's say you've started this game fresh, you have a new account, you don't even care about the story. And I say you don't even care about the story because these things are like level 100 and they're not going to listen to you unless you do your own custom ID, which our patrons can do. We're going to look in the boxes and we're going to see that, they're barren. The boxes are barren. And you can see that I've already done a swap once. You can see home 1. We've already done the swap once, but to show you the swap, I think you'll enjoy it. So you're in the game, you're like, well, I want all of my boxes to be filled to the brim. I'm gonna go through this to make sure everyone sees that all of these are empty. 8, 9, 15, 20, all the way through to box 32. Ignore the mount, sorry. When you're done, save the game, and we're gonna leave it. You probably don't have to save it if, whatever. But we're going to leave it, and we're going to go over here to Pokemon Home. Okay. Now, we're going to open the account that has everything on it. This account just so happens to be called Shiny Home. So we're going to go into it, and this is something my patrons have been doing for like, what, 2-3 years now? Guys, help me out. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we've been doing the homes for like 3 years now. Everybody only sees sis spots, but we've been doing this stuff since the dawn of time. It was like one of those things where it's like, well, if Syspot ever goes down, then we'll be able to do this for our patrons, So it's pretty cool. It was that little fail-safe that we had back whenever everybody thought Syspot wasn't ever going to happen again. So I was like, I'm going to do something different. And so we did this. So once you've entered in here, you can see number deposited 754 for now. And so you can open it. And when you do, you can use the up arrow to go up here to the account that you want to drop the Pokemon into. So we're going to push A, and then we're going to say, yeah, different user save data. And we're going to go to the game that we're currently playing. So that would be your Nintendo account. So you go to it, and then you choose the game that you want all the Pokemon to go into. Like we could do Brilliant Diamond, but we don't have a Brilliant Diamond Dex, so we're doing Scarlet and Violet. So we'll go into Scarlet, and we'll connect it. After it's connected, you'll see that over here are all of the boxes from the game, right? Go down to, we'll go through here and look first, and then I'll show you. So these are all shiny. Bunches of fun, really taking the fun out of the game for those people who think that shinies should be worked really hard for. Don't get me wrong, I like shiny hunting. Don't take that out of context. I really like shiny hunting. I think it's fun, but to gatekeep the community from liking a pretty color, that's pretty messed up, guys. Just saying. All right, so we can see that it ends with Hydrapple. we're going to go all the way back to box space 1 or box 1. You'll see what I mean by box space in a second. And some of you may already know how to do this. Like some of you may have already been doing this since the release of Home. But it's just one of those little cool things that I thought would help people. So go to box space over here, and we'll go to box space over here. Now remember, the one on the right is our game. The one on the left is the home account. We can push Y on the selected box, and it'll pick up the whole box. We'll go over here, and we'll place it. It's really cool already. And the next, we're just going to keep doing it. We're going to repeat it. And we're going to do some kind of like really cool like time lapse thing here. Maybe, I don't know. But I could take this time to talk about the future, 2024, what's going to happen. So far for 2024, I'm going to try to do probably the surprise lock. I think that sounds like a ton of fun. I think that, showing off the game in a way that is not usually shown. I don't know, I haven't seen anybody do a surprise lock, but at the same time, it's like, I know I'm not a giveaway YouTuber. I know I'm not a news YouTuber. I know I'm not some of those things. So it's always hard to think, well, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? Because people usually come to me and they're like, oh, Sysbot. Well, Sysbot doesn't have that much content. And you'll notice up to this point how I've only been posting like once a year. And it's basically just an announcement. I think someone called it an advert at some point, but whatever. It's not an advert. It's just me showing you guys where to go. And so we can build the community up and all that stuff. So advert if you want. I don't know. Depends on how you feel about it. But whatever. We're closing in on the end of this. We're going to go ahead and move these Pokeboxes here. And look at that. We're done. We've emptied out this home, so we're going to go ahead and press plus as per usual, exit and save. And whenever it's finished, we're going to reopen the game and we're going to go look. Now, again, all of these are going to be level 100 because that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But if you're a patron, then you can get dexes like these. You can get whole home dexes, like full 3DS dexes. You can get all kinds of stuff at like no price, like $4.99 to get a whole dex like this one. It's pretty cool. And I priced it that way because it's not that expensive. I don't want to break everyone's arm and a leg over some pixels on a screen. Some people still complain, but you do you, I guess. So here in Pokemon, we're going to reopen it back in the game that we just dropped all those in. Please, by the way, follow the instructions at the beginning very closely, because if you don't, it's not going to go well. And you're not going to get the Pokemon that you asked for. You're going to get really confused. You'll be like, oh no, it's not opening. What's going on? It is what it is. But I don't think that'll happen. As long as you follow instructions, you're not going to have an issue. Now, once we're back in the game, as soon as it loads, because this load screen is forever. All right, so now that we are back in the game and the moon is out, we're going to go ahead and go to boxes. And box 1, check that out. And as you can see, this Bulbasaur is level 100. Its Terra type is Poison. It has original trainer PKCL, which in case some of you didn't know is Pokemon Collection. And it just, goes on through. And remember the account that I said doesn't have DLC? Well, this is that account. And even though it doesn't have DLC, it does have all the Blueberry Dex Pokemon in here, all the Kitakami Dex Pokemon in here. Everything you could imagine is in this. You don't need DLC for this. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen here, all of these actions and all that stuff, going through the process of moving some Pokemon in less than 2 minutes, then leave a comment below and I'll give this account away, the one that's got the home account that's full with the Blueberry Dex. And give the video a like. You can share it, subscribe if you like it, do what you want to do. I'm not gonna twist your arm, but if you have enjoyed the video, at least give it a share. Give it a like, and if you want to win, leave a comment. And I'll get up with you probably on Discord. That's probably the easiest way, is I'll reply to you on YouTube and be like, hey, what's your Discord? Or create a ticket on Discord or something like that. We'll get it figured out. Just do that, and it's got all the Pavilion forms in here. This is a whole dex. This thing's full. This is chock full to the brim. This one came from Jabbles, and I think Daisy has the same one. Good job, guys. Very nice bin files. Really, really enjoy it. Before you ask, yes, all these Pokemon are legal. They can be moved in and out of home. You do not have to worry about that. These Pokemon are fully legal, can be used online, can be traded, can be raided with, can anything. And then obviously if you want to use these for competitive, you would just go in here and change their moves and stuff. Not move, but you could change their moves and stuff, teach them old moves, give them TMs. Yeah, see, like remember a move, and since they're level 100, they're going to be able to remember all their moves. So they're competitive ready to some degree. I don't think they have any EVs on them. It's all just IVs. You might have to change their natures with items and stuff, but that's the nature of Pokemon, and that's kind of, you know, Pokemon being like, hey, work for your stuff. It's fine. You can use Syspot if you really want a competitive Pokemon team that has everything ready to go right off. But if you just want to fill your decks, if you want to see that golden, congratulations, you've completed your Pokedex. Like over here, we'll pull up the decks and I'll show you. We look at the Pokedex and it'll be gold. I'll have a gold ribbon. And see, I don't have DLC, but this is complete. So that's what matters. So you can click on it and go through and get all their rewards and stuff. And I'm not going to do that in this video because that just takes way too long. I don't know if any of you have like completed the decks and then gone through to do all these awards. It's, oh my God. I hate it. I hate that noise so much. Anyway, listen, you all be good. Thank you so much for watching the video. And again, if you want to win this decks, go to the comments. It doesn't matter what you say. Just leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let me know if the video is good. Let me know if you're a patron. Let me know if you plan to be a patron. Let me know what you want to see in the next video. It doesn't matter. Just leave a comment. I'm not going to have you say anything specific. That's silly. Just leave a comment and you'll be entered in for a chance to win. I'm going to throw you and everybody else in the comments in a big bundle of joy. And in said bundle of joy, I'll draw your name out and say, hey, let's go. Come on. Let's go to Discord. Create a ticket. Do what you got to do. And then I'll be like, hey, let's go. Here's this account. I'll give you the login stuff, all that good stuff. I did remove my credit card from it, so you can't buy anything. That's rude. But I love you guys very much. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little on the shorter side, but I do hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that in some way this helps you to complete your decks. If you decide to do this through PK Hex, I may have another video on that in the future. So that'll have a little bit more of some more content that's more me related, I'd say, for you guys to watch. I can make a video about that, how to do like whole dexes and all that good stuff. I think you'd enjoy that. So see you in the next video, and do me the biggest favor in the world and stay optimistic.